Alright. Everything should be good. Okay, okay, no, this one's going... And yeah, no, I'm live on YouTube. Oh, hello, Red. Okay, okay, something weird is going on with my setup. Chat's not working. Something is... Oh, okay, well, it makes sense if Twitch's API is messed up right now. Well, okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with that then. Honestly, it wouldn't be the first thing that's messed up for me today. I was actually trying to get everything ready after I got everything finished in the bathroom and I saw my dad off. I was trying to get everything ready for the stream and, turn my PC on. Then Discord started automatically, started looking for started checking for an update. And then it just got stuck in the fail update loop. So, well, just gonna have to deal with that for now, I guess. Really sucks though, because I like seeing, chat actually pop up on the stream. I'm at least glad the default chat still works and I can read that through OBS. Damn, even Stream Elements is unavailable right now. Oh well, nothing for it but to just keep going and do this stuff. Okay, need to remember... Oh yeah, that was just a copy there. Okay. Well, let's make a new layer and get started with some new stuff. Okay. Yeah. My neck. Oh, and I do have the stabilizer on, so let's just see how well that works. Okay, pretty good. I mean, the cursor is definitely a bit weird looking, but that's probably something where I can just mess with that a bit. Not bad. Not bad at all. So let's see. What if I turn the delay in half to 25? Okay, that looks good. Oh, hey Rain. Oh, okay, and it works better the slower I draw. Alright, yeah, no. Okay, I think that's definitely gonna help. Alright. So, how's your day been so far, guys? I mean, other than... Well, you guys probably haven't had to deal with Twitch's API being weird as hell right now yet. But how's your day been? Okay, I want to bring out my lips. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot that it's down there where I need it. Alright. Oh. My day's been pretty good so far, Rain. Just got done recaulking my shower with some help from my dad. So I'm gonna be waiting for about, well, until Saturday to actually use it, just to make sure it sets before before any water gets on it. And I'm also hoping that, like, the smell will be gone by then. Because, like, silicone caulk is very useful for making sure water can't seep through, but it smells. Like, seriously. Okay. And I hope that art piece that you're working on turns out well, Red. I also hope I can see it soon. Yeah. But, okay. I don't think I want 400 with this. So let's change this to a 200. And 200 and see how that works. I want to start with a circle, so... Okay, no, that works perfectly. That's exactly like the size I was aiming for. Alright. Okay. Oh, scroll down. Okay, so now for this weapon. Alright. Oh, wait, need more than just a circle. Let me double check how I drew it in my book, just so I can remember. Okay, yeah, no, I did make a ring. Alright. Yep, don't need to zoom that much. Okay, in that case, if I increase the width and height by 50 pixels, let's see how good that turns out. Obviously, not with that brush. Okay, it's looking good. Alright. Okay, good to hear, Red. Okay, so now let's just move this. Okay, yeah, the 50 pixels was a good idea. Yeah, I forgot to mute that. Okay, I'll just do a bit of fine-tuning. Okay, that looks good. Alright, now back to brush. Okay. Okay, maybe I don't want to use... Oh wait, yeah, I don't use stylus, I use brush here. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, it's definitely gonna take some getting used to. Like, I did not mean to make it, like, put that much pressure on it at the end, damn. Alright. Okay. Okay, now the pressure's getting to me. Okay, there we go. Better. Okay, that works. And then I need to start from here if I want to make it connect. Might want to try doing a different brush. I'm using a stabilizer like this. Yeah, I'll try it after I get finished with this. Okay. That's one. Okay, so if it's up there and I turn this into a 6 segments, 60 degrees each. Okay, just need to go 120 degrees in the direction, and that should... Yep, there we go. Okay, let's move over a bit. Yeah, that's definitely what I was getting across, Fred. Like, the way the line look, it does look nice, but for this right now, yeah, I don't exactly want to taper. After I finish drawing this, then I'll just check out a few more brushes and see which ones work best with this. Alright. Okay, that's good. Alright. I'll just follow the line back to make sure it actually connects. But yeah, the stabilizer is definitely helping me with my lines. Just it's the brush itself right now that's giving me issues. Alright, good enough. Yeah, you gotta remember, it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be. Okay. Besides, if I wanted to get perfect, I would start actually putting in, like, measuring degrees, getting, like, intersection lines set up. I'd be doing a lot more if I wanted this to be perfect. Okay, no, I don't like that starting angle. Okay, good. Actually, no, wait, that might be a bit too tall. Alright. There, that works. Okay. Nope, that got too heavy at the end. Okay, close enough. I can just erase that part, but it's a bit too tall. Oh, I didn't realize the stabilization also worked on the erasers. That's a bit weird. Okay. Alright, get this. Alright. Nope. Yep. Okay. Okay, no, I want to change the angle a bit. Okay, yeah, that works. It's important that it doesn't look like it's just a straight shot. And the angle actually needs to change a bit for that part. Alright. Now if I just change this to... Yeah, definitely not the same size, but again, does not have to be perfect, it just has to be. Okay. No, that did not look good. Okay, that's better. Much better. Alright. Nope, too much weight at the end there. Got too heavy. There we go. Alright. Nope. Bit out. Okay, yeah, that's a good angle. But a bit shorter than that, I think. Okay, that works. Alright. There we go. Okay. Nope, that looks like it's just a continuation. It needs to narrow. No, redo. See, I think my issue here is I gave it too small of a base. Alright. Try again. Okay, that looks better. All right. Okay, much better. All right. Okay. Now select that. Copy a new selection. Move it. Rotate. Rotate. Oh yeah, they're not supposed to be directly on top of each other, but yeah. And then merge player below. Excuse me. Alright. Okay. So that's that weapon. And the idea behind this one... Okay, where to start with this? Okay, like with most of my other characters, the character that these weapons belong to, I came up with them in... Actually, thinking about it, I think the first time I, like, kind of came up with the concept of the character was, like, 8th grade, I think? Like, end of middle school. So, yeah, I kind of, like, I was young, just beginning to be a teenager, and reading a lot of fantasy stuff. So, one of the big concepts I kind of based my characters around, more kind of like a unifying concept, was like a sword and a shield. And basically for all these other weapons that have been, like, that I've made, if I can remember, okay, there they are. You see, all the other weapons that I've shown here so far came from characters that I pretty much grouped together under the concept of blade. And like I said, I liked swords and shields. So if I have one character concept of swords that I'm grouping quite a few characters under, I was also doing the same for shields. And, well, these weapons are four that, like, I'd say the character 4 is the counterpart to Avis here. And unfortunately, I haven't figured out her new name, because, like I said, I've had these guys for like a decade or so. They've had a few name changes. I'm actually trying to figure out a, like, better name for her, one that kind of goes along with Avis. Honestly, I'm trying to think of a nice kind of bird-themed name, because, I mean, I already have Avis, which, if Monster Hunter Wilds hasn't, like, led me wrong, is, like, the Latin name. It means bird, I think. Yeah, Avis means bird. So, kinda hoping to find a, like, just another bird-themed name for this character. Yeah, of course, I also have a bit of a harder stipulation. I have to be able to make the name out of the letters in another character's name, because, yeah, I like just being able to rearrange character names to make other characters. I like anagrams, okay? I find it's a cool little detail when you have a character whose name is an anagram for another character's name. It's just neat. Especially if it's something that people won't really realize or recognize until it just gets spelled out in front of them. It's fun. But yeah, these are her weapons. And like I said, she is under a group of my characters that, like, I was going with the concept of shields. And for her, I was thinking, okay, how to use shields in combat. Most of the time, it is literally just by bashing them into people. And while that works, I was basically kind of feeling like, but I want to do a bit extra. So eventually I settled on these. The basic idea is that, like the circles here they're basically supposed to be like bracelets worn around the wrist. That's how they usually, that's just how they're actually worn, they're carried, and so on and so forth. And then when you actually get into combat, these kind of like materialize out. And the reason they're kind of segmented like this is because the idea is they basically fold up and kind of form pseudo gloves. Like pseudo boxing gloves. Except instead of it being a, like, what are boxing gloves even made of? Like cloth and leather and stuff? But yeah, instead of being a boxing glove that, it's still gonna hurt if you get hit in the face with it, but it actually, wait, are boxing gloves even actually safer? No, yeah, boxing gloves fall in the category of stuff that made a sport safer, which unintentionally also made it more dangerous because the participants keep going past the point where before the safety measure was introduced, they would stop. Like how with American football, since we have all like the helmets, the shoulder pads, and all that stuff, like footballers are able to like basically kind of push themselves a lot further and end up getting hurt a lot more than they used to before, or like they get hurt more than compared to like rugby players, because rugby players, I don't think it's like they don't have any safety. I think they just have less safety gear. So like, yeah, rugby players will get hurt, but it won't be as bad, and so on and so forth. But yeah, basically the idea is, like I said, for this, basically the plates come out, they fold up around the hands, and then she just basically is just going around beating the crap out of people with basically armor-plated hands. And of course, like what Ava says, they can obviously change shape, because why the hell wouldn't I do that? I like that shit, it's awesome. And it just means I can make a lot more cooler scenes without, like, having to give them extra tools. So, this is a basic one. And they actually, like, similar to how Alice's weapon can turn into, like, this or this, these two can actually, like, combine into a giant cannon. Although, actually, when I say giant cannon, it's... okay, cannon, probably not the right word for it. The basic idea more is that they can just... basically, they join together into... honestly, it's gonna end up looking like a flower at the end, and it just has a laser come out from the center part. Which, I mean, honestly, I could probably draw that right now. Actually, yeah, let's just start with that then. Okay. New layer? Alright. Okay, actually, I want to see, Okay, I mean, I could use this for what I'm thinking of. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a bit awkward. If I actually had grid lines, that would make it so much easier for me to... at least... no, don't need to bring that up. But yeah, having grid lines on here would make it so much easier for me to actually make shapes. And have them at least have some level of... what is it called? Is it called... proportion! Some level of correct proportions. Oh, wait, go to view? Would be guides? Oh, grid. Okay, that's gonna help so much. At the very least, you get a pattern set up. Although, for right now, I'm going to turn that off because... Okay, no, the pixel grid's something else. I do... Okay. Now we turn that off. Because I'm going to want to make a... Okay, I think a 400 size should be good. Yeah, I'm very glad that like these ellipse tool actually gives me the ability to set the specific size. Although again, you gotta have it be something else. But yeah, being able to set the specific size for stuff like this is very nice. No, don't do that. Got delete. There we go. Alright. Then we move it. And, okay, that looks good. Alright, turn that off. Okay. I wonder... Okay, it doesn't give me much options for just using this, but that makes sense. It's literally just, yeah, just draw lines, so it makes sense there wouldn't be that many options. But, okay. Alright, now I want to draw a hexagon around here. Okay. Gotta figure out how I want to plan this out. Though, might work better if I... Actually, I can't... If I could just make it snap to grid, that would make this so much easier. But I think that's about center. It'll have to do for now. Actually, maybe a bit like that. Okay, actually, that looks better. Alright. Now, I need to figure out... Okay. Actually, if I compare this... Okay, yeah. If I start the line... Like... Okay, I need to actually make sure I can... Okay, let's just start there. And if I have it go... Okay, that actually looks good for an angle. So I have to go... starting from a corner like that. Oh, well no, it's not going to help me try and figure out the... I don't want to do that Pythagorean theorem on this. But I can actually... Okay, if I plan it like that... Okay, no, these sides are going to be a bit short. Let's undo it like that. Don't redo that. I don't need to reselect that. Need 6 sides, each going from... Each covering a... No, not radius. Each covering 60 degrees. Okay, let's try something. Yeah, I just have to be really stupid about the Well, not... Stupid's not the right word, but I have to be really stringent about the stupidest stuff. But, okay. So let's mark... If I mark 60 degrees here, then we change it to 60 degrees here. Obviously, the grid doesn't conform. But actually... Wait, maybe I can actually do something. Okay, if I have it like this, then I do this. Perspective, rewarp, cage, by mesh, rotate. That could actually help me a lot more. Oh wait, I didn't even draw the line. Okay, put the grid back on. Need to draw that line first. And get this off. Alright. Yeah, this should be the center. Oh. Okay, that explains it. I forgot I wasn't dealing with the polygon tool. Okay. But with that drawn, if I do this, I go here and I'm at rotate. Okay, no, not on the X, not on the X. Z? Okay, Z angle. So, okay, let's just go like... There we go. Okay. Now, all I need to do is just get it to a point where it's about... Oh, yeah, just use these. Okay. That looks good. Now I can turn that off for now. Okay. And I just gotta keep doing this. Alright. So glad I remembered that this actually can let me do this. And of course, you gotta keep moving it around a bit to match up with the grid lines. But honestly, this takes me back. It feels like I'm just messing around drawing stuff on graph paper back in high school. This feels great. Yeah, just having the grid as just the perfect reference for just having stuff be centered, everything, it's just so nice. Oh yeah, I could have been doing the other side as well when I was doing this, couldn't I? Well, at the very least, I can... As long as I just get this on a line, then I can just draw the other line and I'll be good. Oh. Huh. It's already capturing my other thing. Could I have done it like this at any time? Just go into... Oh. Of course I could have done this. If I don't make a direct selection, it just assumes it just makes me move the entire layer. Duh. Bit confused there for a second. Actually, wait, how? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Okay. Alright. And now I just need to double check all the others. Because if I at least have them all be the same height, like length, that'll help. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Just gotta... Oh, no, turn that off. Okay, there we go. Now that matches. Oh, no, don't change it to bilinear. I don't know what the difference between those would be, but I don't want to find out. Okay. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That'll be easy. Just gotta do this. Okay, there we go. Alright, now one more rotate. 60 degrees. Move. Oh. Wait, was I? Holy shit, I didn't even realize you can change the rotation point of stuff like this. Okay, well, file that down in the little art, drawing knowledge, or art program knowledge. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right, I can turn the grid off. Okay. All right. Now that I actually have a good base. Okay, actually. Copy that to a new layer just so I have a duplicate. Because I might mess this one up. Okay. We're back here. And now, okay, let's see how the pencil works. Okay, good. It doesn't taper, really. I mean, except maybe at the start. But that works. Alright. Okay, looks like when I was setting up the lines, they weren't exactly perfect, but close enough. Honestly, I was more focused on having the proper spacing for the base of it. Anything else, anything else I can deal with later. Okay, no, this one does set a starting taper. It's not as bad as the brush, especially because the size doesn't change with this, so that works. Nope. Okay, let's try going from here then. Okay, that works. Okay, messed that up right at the end, dang it. But alright, that works. Okay. And let me do that. So I got my arm, I got my elbow free. Yeah, I want to start from there for this. All right. Just gotta keep going. All right. Okay. Okay, one more time. Let's try going down with this. Oh, no, that, yeah, no, I could tell immediately that angle was just wrong. But this one, that was good. Okay, so that's the first part down. All right. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, I realize I just kind of drew a cube, but without any points where they meet in the center. Which, I mean, not a bad thing. It's just hitting me now. Like, I just can't stop seeing this as a cube, just with, like, a hole through the entire center. That feeling will probably go away when I start adding the extra stuff, but it just struck me right then. Alright. Now for this... Actually, no, turning on 30 will actually help with this. Alright. What I want. Okay, no, I don't want it to be a straight line off of here. I'm not trying to make a Star of David. Okay. So if that line goes here, then yeah, let's just make it a bit steeper. Okay, no, the angle's good. I just need to stop a bit earlier. So let's just get this out a bit. Maybe here. Okay, yeah, there looks good. All right. And again, if the angle's going like that, this be good. Okay, yeah. Good angle. Just need to shave off the top a bit. And actually can figure out where the shave off I do this part. Okay. Okay, yeah, looking at it, now that I have all this here, yeah, I can definitely tell that it's narrowing. It's not directly following the lines of the other panels, so that works. That's what I wanted. And also now that I know that, there we go. Okay, yeah, it's doing what I want, and now it just needs to narrow further. Nope, that's not narrowing. That is following the same angle. Alright. Nope. Start from this side. That'll work. Oh, congrats, Red. Okay. Okay, no, that's not working. This is still following the same angle. Maybe I need to lower this top a bit like that. You're welcome, Red. Okay. If I lower the top like that, I think I should be able to get a better angle on this. Well, thanks for that, Red. Yeah, honestly, I'm really liking this, like, drawing this too. Thinking back on it, I honestly think I like drawing in more geometric styles with, like, just putting together shapes like this. Because, like, I can, honestly, the fact that I can still remember this kind of things, I think I might have discovered something that might have become like a core memory when I was, like, growing up, but basically, in the middle of, okay, I don't know if it was in the middle of 5th grade, but it was, like, during 5th grade, my teacher basically, I can't remember what, like, we were actually going over that led her to bringing these out, but she basically brought in, like, a bunch of tiles. Not like actual, like, bathroom tiles, but basically like basic shape tiles. Like, you had parallelograms, octagons, hexagons, trapezoids, squares, rhombuses. Like, she just brought in a lot of those, and like, she just let us basically kind of go nuts with them. Put them together, make, like, patterns, shapes, stuff like that. Honestly, we're probably, like, figuring some stuff out about shapes and all that jazz. Don't remember, like, it was more than just figuring out, like, oh yes, this is what rhombus is, because we were in 5th grade, obviously. It was probably, like, some stuff about angles of shapes or something. I honestly, I can't remember what exactly I was learning in the 5th grade. That is, like, over 19 years ago by now. I cannot remember what we were talking about. I just remember that I love the hell out of that. I basically made a gigantic, I'd say the closest, best way to describe it would be, I made a mandala out of shapes. I just kept putting this stuff together, like making repeating patterns and just growing it and growing it. And honestly, like, funnest part is my teacher saw that and she was like, "Hey, Cyrus, do you want to like trace that on the paper? Because it's not like I could, it's not like I could just keep them all in one place for the rest of the year. We had to actually use them again, or like other people had to use them." But my teacher just incredibly kind thing, just gave me a big sheet of like, I think, just a big sheet of paper. And I just translated from what I was building, just took the piece, put it on there, traced around it, and then just kept doing that with all the pieces. And I just kept doing it. It was huge. I think, honestly, saddest thing, I have lost that, because, like, another nice thing was, after I was finished, after I made all of that, as long as my memory isn't lying to me, my teacher got it laminated for me. Although I can't remember if it was just me or if it might have been something we were all doing. Can't remember. But yeah, got it laminated. I took it home. And I have no idea where it is now. It's been 19 years. Either it's gotten thrown away or it is just like behind some stuff in a closet somewhere. I could not tell you where it is for the life of me. But I can just always go back to that. It's just a nice thing. Okay, there we go. That is definitely a different angle of ascent. And yeah, it's just messing with shapes like this where... Okay, yeah, no. The angle is changing. It's getting not steeper, but it is changing. Okay. But yeah, stuff like this is just... it's nice. And honestly, it's also probably part of the reason why I'm not exactly that comfortable drawing people. Because I know most, like, they say, break the form up into shapes. But the shapes aren't, like, neatly connected with each other. The shapes are arranged, but they're not, like, specifically... they're not connected together. There's space between them. They don't perfectly line up, because... yeah, the human body does not do that. And yeah, I guess it's a bit difficult for me to go from, okay, here's a finely defined shape with like the sides matching in length, all that jazz, and then translate that into like a limb. I get the general concepts behind it, but it's just putting it into practice that really messes me up. Nope, dang it. Okay, there we go. That works. Okay, let me just get rid of this bit. Alright, then let this like this. Alright, good. Okay. If we go at this angle. Alright, that works. That might actually be a bit tall. The angle works. I can shave off the top with... yeah, I definitely need to shave off the top. Alright. Although I can actually keep that here for right now to work as a guide for this one's angle. Alright. Do I like sim/management games? Yeah, I guess honestly it would depend. Honestly, I'd say I'm probably a bit more neutral on them than anything. I guess it would depend on, like, basically if it's like a pure sim game, like, although when I say sim games, I'm thinking of like The Sims, which might not be like what you're kind of thinking about with sim game. Okay, wait. Okay, didn't like how that... Okay, you manage a hospital. Okay, yeah. The humor is definitely something... I'd say for a management game, you definitely need some good, like, humor and stuff with everything to, like, keep attention and all that. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll finish drawing this line, then I'll take a look at that, right? I want to redo this one because it felt like it was a bit too in line with here. Okay. Well, I'll look at it through Discord on the web because, again, my Discord's not really working. 2-point hospital. Okay. I feel like I've seen this on like a Let's Game It Out. But, okay. Okay, it's a business management sim, basically. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Okay, that one. Oh well. Yeah. Okay, looking at like this, this is definitely not a straight line on between these 2 points. But fixing that's gonna be a bit... Oh, had my stylus upside down. Yeah. Oh well, if it's not exact... It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. And besides, if I wanted to fix that, I'd have to already, like, at least redo this one. And that's a bit too much for me right now. Just have to do better next time. Yeah, like if I'd realized this before I got these parts done, I'd have fixed it. But yeah, no, at this point, it's honestly more important just to get the general shape out than anything. Okay, so if that will be following that angle, let's go this way. I do have to say, this little stabilizer is, like, it's actually helping me in a way that probably wasn't intended. Because with this little delay, I can actually figure out, like, okay, no, this would keep me going, like, along this angle. So just go like this. But, okay, now that feels a bit much. At least... Okay, that works. Alright. Okay. And just that. Okay, actually, do I? Okay, no, it's something I'm gonna have to go out and buy at some point. Doesn't cost me too much. I was thinking through that, honestly, I could draw this by hand and actually I'd be, like, getting my ruler out for perfect straight edges and making sure I have all the angles correct. But then I realized, well, then I thought, wait, do I have a compass to draw circles? And so I looked, and I don't think I have a compass. I also don't think I have a protractor, which I would like to actually get the angles correct. But those are very easy to, like, buy from Walmart. So I can just get those later. But, alright. Dang it. Okay, now that's following it, so we go like this. Alright. Instead we go like this. Close enough for what I'm wanting, for, like, the idea I'm working with. Okay, there we go. Don't zoom in anymore, Cyrus. Okay. Alright, so halfway through. Okay. So this angle would work. I feel like... Okay, I can just ignore that part. Alright. Maybe about there would be good. Nope. Mess that up. Okay, no, that. I guess no, let's just go from here. Try again. Okay, that works. Okay, now let's get rid of these right now. Oh, not that eraser. Don't need something that big for this. Alright, okay. So starting here, yeah, that would keep going. Alright. Alright. Okay, close enough. Yeah, I can definitely say if I was doing this on paper, I'd be like figuring out exact angles, duplicating all that shit. But again, doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to be. I don't need to be that far down, apparently. Alright. Don't worry, Penny, I just moved my chair. You can go back to licking yourself or... Okay, you can come up here as long as you don't try and mess with the tablet. Alright, sweetie? Do you actually want to get up in my lap? Okay, I guess that's a no. You just want to be, like, by my feet. Alright, that works. Okay. There we go. Alright. Okay. Nope. Well, the stabilizer is definitely helping me. I'm not messing up too much on my lines. Oh. Please don't close the door, Penny. You can't get out either. You can't work with the knob. And yeah, right, I like listening to people talk to their pets too. Really helps. Like, really tells. Oh, no, Penny, you do not chew on the door stopper. You don't. Okay, excuse me for a bit, guys. You don't do that, Penny. You already chewed the door stopper caps off of you. I don't want you to keep doing that. I love you, sweetie, but why do you want to chew plastic so much? Yeah, I think you're gonna need a brushing soon. I'll get to it after the stream. Okay, after the stream and after dinner and after I clean your litter box and take the trash out. And don't want to forget those. No, Red, I don't think you're Penny. I think you actually listen to me a lot more than she does sometimes. Of course, she loves to listen to me when she knows it's about time to get a treat. Although even then, she's not really listening to me. She's just listening for me to, like, basically shake the treat bag and then she just comes running. But she's just adorable as hell. Oh, yep. Yeah, she only really, like, yeah, if it's, well, she listens if it's for, oh, see, she doesn't even really listen for food. It's just she knows that, like, I try and keep a tight schedule on food times. Like, basically I fill up her food bowl in the morning when I make breakfast, and then I refill it when I make dinner, which usually I try and have it around like 5 p.m. And then I give her like I give her 2 little treats right before bed, or well, right before I get ready for bed, and then just put some more food in her bowl so like it's not empty by morning, because if it's empty by morning, then she just like jumps on my bed and, well, she actually jumps on my bed, isn't the right word to describe it, because she's always welcome on the bed. Honestly, my favorite time is when I'm just like, this best thing, I'm lying down in bed getting ready to sleep, she just walks right up on my side. I just move my arm out a bit, she just like nestles down right between like my arm and my chest, just lays her head on me. It's great. But yeah, if her food bowl does not have some food in it around morning, she will just like walk up to me and just start kind of clawing at me, which it's not like she wants to hurt me or anything, obviously. She's just wanting to get attention. But unfortunately, because it is summer and I'm having to deal with near 80-degree heat in the morning and barely like high 70s at night, I only have like one thin sheet over me when I sleep. And her claws can get through that thin sheet very easily. Can't they, Penny? You cute little girl, you. Even when you use your claws to get my attention in the morning for food, I still love you, sweetie. But yeah. Cats. Yeah, I'm one of the most, like, honestly, it's not even like she's really doing much, but it's something I just find really adorable. Is that... Oh. Oop, messed that up. Basically, I have... Penny's on, like... Well, she has... like, thyroid issues, so she's on thyroid medication. I have to give it to her, like... every 12 hours she has to take her medicine. And of course they're pills, so I'm only one person. I am not able to like force her mouth open to put it in and make her swallow it. But thankfully someone understood that that's an issue a lot of cat owners have, and they made an amazing product called pill pockets. So yeah, I basically just put them in there, make sure it's sealed up tight, give it to her. She loves them. And it's basically gotten to the point where when it's time to give her medicine, I just go up to the cabinet that I have it in, take the pills out, take the pill pockets out, and then I rattle the pill bottle. Then I can just pour some pills out, get a pill pocket out, put it in, and while I'm doing that, because I have like kind of like fake wood, like linoleum wood paneling stuff throughout like my living room and kitchen, I can actually hear her just like walking up to me. It's just adorable. I could just have my back turned, I just hear like little tip tap, tip tap, tip tap. And so like, okay, yeah, there you are. It's adorable. I love her to death. And actually, to tell the truth, I can say with 100% certainty that Penny's the reason I, well, put so much effort into, like, looking for a job the first time I was kind of on unemployment and stuff. Just having her here, knowing that, holy shit, I have something else that depends on me to provide for it. It just... It gave me the motivation to just keep going even though, my god, it just really sucks. But I'm not just doing it for myself. I'm doing it for her too. Yeah, they really are a great motivator. I need to stop turning my stylus around. I'm treating it like, yeah, I'm just basically doing the, just like pencil spin stuff. I mean, I'm not actually good at doing that. Like, I can't actually spin it around, like, effortlessly. I can definitely move it, but I need to stop doing it without thinking, because I do that, then I start getting ready, and then I'm just like, wait, why isn't it moving? And then I realize, oh, okay, flip it around. Alright. There we go. Oh, yeah, I want to start from this side. Okay, and no, that still looks good. Yeah, I'm not exactly twirling it that... I don't have that much force on when I'm twirling it to send it flying across the room. Okay, okay, I just... Penny, nope, Penny, that's not a toy, you don't bat that around. Okay, I just ate my words there. Granted, I didn't send it flying just from losing my grip on it. I, like, lost my grip, it went flying a bit, like, not all the way across the room. Then I hit it with my elbow, because I was trying to grab it, and that launched it across the room. But wow. Yeah, just completely ate my words there. Alright. No, that's got a bit of a curve too. I don't want that. Okay, if we start like this, go like this. Alright, that works. Okay. No, it dipped down at the end. All right, that works. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, even though I said I didn't want to be a Star of David, it still ended up looking like a Star of David. I guess there's not much I can do when I basically just decided, Yeah, it's effectively two triangles overlapped, but still. Oh well. Okay, let's just move it over here. Actually, wait, do I have to... Okay. Alright, then... Let's just merge these together. There we go. Okay. So we got that set of weapons done. Oh. Okay, well, that was a good bunch of pops. Okay. Now for the next thing. And I can put those away for now. Alright. Okay, oh, yeah. Swap to this. I wonder, how well can I freehand a circle with this? Not bad. And thankfully for this next one, I don't really care too much about getting perfect circles. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Oh, yeah, no. Alright. Okay. Now let's swap here. Okay. Actually, wait, did I make this a bit too big? Nah, size is good. Yeah, no, size is good. Okay. Now I want to draw an ellipse. Actually, I think I... that's... Okay, no. Try that again. My hand's kind of sticking to my tablet when I start this. Okay, no, now... Okay. I realized why it was looking off to me. It's looking too flat on the sides. Because it's not just supposed to... Like, it's not just an ellipse I'm trying to draw more like... how you'd see in... I was gonna say I'd see like an orbit depicted around a planet. Although it's more akin to like how Saturn's rings are kind of depicted. So if I start... Okay, let's see what happens if I start up here and... no. No. Like, I could definitely use the ellipse tool for this, but I don't... I want to do this one. I want to do this one by hand. The ellipse tool, it's useful. It's especially useful when I get a perfect circle for like a handle or a... like, to show that it's supposed to be a bracelet or something. But for an orbit like this, I want to draw it by myself. Yeah, let's take a look at an image of Saturn. That'll probably at least help me really pinpoint. Okay, yeah. It is like... Yeah, it is what I was thinking. It feels like I'm just too... like, flat in the middle part of it. I need to start curving earlier. That's it. Okay. So... Okay, yeah, that is a lot better, actually. Okay, and since I just noticed it, thank you, Saribot, for banning the spammer. Because, yep, it was one of the viewer ones. God, I hate those things. Alright. Okay, now I want to see... No. Yeah, no. Not X. But what? Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, I don't know if they actually... Well, no, they probably do show up in actual chat where you could see them. Actually... Well, yeah, no, it's just they always pop up for me, and... Yeah, I just feel like saying Sari's been doing a good job when they show up. Okay. Yeah, Twitch auto mod, that would also be a thing. Okay. Okay, this... okay, not that much. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. Alright, so we have this. Okay. So, another layer. Okay, now... No. Try again, Cyrus. Okay, no, that's not looking good. That one had a good start, then I just threw it out in the back half. Okay, that one was good. We'll keep that one. That was nice. Okay. And now one over here. Okay, redo that. No. Okay, no, let's move it out a bit. Okay, no, I'm not liking the top half of that one. No, that's too much behind it. I need a good portion sticking out. That was just not going to end well, I could tell. Okay, no, one more try, but let's start drawing a bit higher up. Okay, almost. No. Come on, Cyrus. Just one more. Okay, that works. All right. Okay, just kind of fix this up a bit. Okay, if I start from here and you know what? No, good enough. Good enough. Okay. And now, like actually, maybe these would work better if I think I want a brush that kind of sticks out a bit more for these. All right. Yeah, that feels. Okay, no, I don't think the pencil ones. Okay, that one might actually be useful. Okay, that at least stands out enough that I can really see it. All right. Okay. So we go here. Yeah, I forgot. If I'm wanting to get rid of this stuff, much better to use my, like, drag it like this. No, maybe this one will work better. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be like that. Okay. Oh, yeah, I also want to get this erased. Okay. Now if I go into here, then do that, and oh yeah, now I need to go here for this. Okay. All right. Okay. So general idea for this is, well, basically this weapon is a book. Specifically, it's just the cover of it. Oh, actually, yeah, no, I can do this part now that I think about it. And, well, actually, wait, before I do anything, Okay, yeah, that's definitely what I kind of want for this. Okay. Someone else was complaining about Discord too. I wasn't able to find anything on like the official Reddit when I looked. But, okay, I mean, it's nice to know that other people are also having the issue. Like, seriously, I tried so many things. I deleted all the caches. I uninstalled it, reinstalled it. I turned off my firewall to see if that would let it do it. Restarted my computer. It just did not want to work. No idea what's going on there. I just hope they get it resolved soon, because I do not like. Okay, interesting. But it does work for what I want. It actually, I shouldn't mind too much. I can just erase. Doesn't fit. Okay, yeah, if the cloud services are down, I could definitely see that having an issue. Because my main issue wasn't that I couldn't really connect to Discord, although I couldn't. It was the update loop it was stuck in. Which, if it was checking for an update and it got no response from, like, the Discord servers, then it would just keep trying again and again until it could finally get a response. So that would explain it. But, okay. Alright, got this. Do that. And, yeah, I can let it be like that around there. Alright. But, yeah. Onto this. Okay, I said this weapon is a book. Specifically, this is the cover of it. The general idea I was having, it actually has, like, multiple stages. That it would obviously, the stages aren't, like, different forms of ballots. Stages it would go through as the story progresses. Initially, the cover has just this basic image on there. And like you can imagine that basically it's got like 3 orbs, a white orb and a black orb that are orbiting like this central one. And honestly, I was thinking of having it kind of basically having it look like it's a star. So it's just basically like, ah yes, it's a sun with 2 planets orbiting it. At first. Then the next form it would turn into as the story goes on. Like, the center orb would stay the same, but these 2 orbiting orbs, well, they turn into birds. They're obviously not like anything super detailed. It would be just like the most basic drawing of a, like, basic symbol for a bird. Something like... Okay. This will be easier for me to actually do it. Oh, God. Okay, no, that's too big. I don't like that. Okay, how's... Oh, no. Let's just swap back here. It makes it easier to see. It'd basically be like they'd be replaced with something like that. And they'd still just be like, well, I was gonna say it'd still be circular around, like, basically the general idea is the orbit would change from in, like, planetary orbit to instead 2 birds flying around the, like, 2 birds flying around the sun. obviously like one of them would be white, the other one would be black to just like keep this pattern up. And then in the third and final form, this center orb would also turn into a bird. Except this bird wouldn't be flying, it would just... Okay, I don't know exactly how to describe the pose. Basically... Okay, actually I think I got... Okay, I need to actually look this up to see if it's actually the idea I want. Okay, I probably should. Okay, I think. Okay, yeah. Basically. Actually, okay, I was thinking the pose could be similar to like how a hawk looks when it's doing a dive bomb, or well, not a hawk, a falcon. Like how basically wings tucked in tight. Of course, it wouldn't be like pointing down; it would still be like pointing up. But that's kind of the basic idea. Like the central one isn't flying, but it honestly it looks like it'd be ready to fly if it could just move. Which means I'm gonna need to practice drawing birds. Or at the very least, I mean, they don't have to be super realistic. Honestly, I'm definitely like thinking of using like stylized like this, obviously for the flying ones, because honestly, I think having things stylized works a lot better. I just need to figure out how to draw a stylized bird with its kind of wings folded in. Wait, did I also mention that the bird would be on fire? Because that's actually, you know, that is an important part. The bird would be on fire. And actually, I might as well try... Oh. Okay, new layer. Right in here. Just draw some flames coming off of this center one. Yeah, of course, they're not coming off it like in a fireball way, where all the flames kind of converge to one point above the center of the fireball. They're coming off it like it's the sun. So... Oh god, how do I draw fire? Okay. I draw fire like this. Okay, I really need to get into more practice with fire. I mean, I feel like this works for a shape in general. But I should also try and... I don't have that much room to draw, like, on here, because I don't want them to be, like, massive things around. So... I feel like... Well, actually... Okay. Yeah, I can actually see it better. Or, not see it better, but it shows up sooner when I'm closely zoomed in, so... Although even then, that's still pretty big. Okay, how do I want to do this? Okay, let's get an ellipse out. Oh. Forgot I had that locked. Unlock, unlock. Alright, that's... Okay, no, that's not actually good enough for that. Okay. Now let's try moving this one. Shrink it in a bit like this. Oh, man. Huh. I'm trying to make something like this as a guide so I don't get too close to the main body when I'm drawing the little flames and stuff. Oh, wait, that... Okay, that actually helped. That made it a lot more uniform. So if I just tighten it in a bit. Okay, that works. Alright, that's given me a place to start from and kind of a lower bound. Alright. Of course, it doesn't mean that everything needs to go to the lower bound. Some stuff can actually have that be... Okay, wait. Some stuff can start going back up sooner than the lower bound. And I mean, yeah, we can get a bit lower too. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, no, that looked a bit too samey, but yeah, some of them are gonna look samey, some aren't. Alright. Nah, I got enough space. I can just... I don't need to scroll down for this. God dang it. Weird. Didn't get undo to work. Okay, but I do need to scroll over. Alright. No. Red. Is your dart starting soon? Because I do remember you mentioned that yesterday. Don't want to hold you here if you have to get ready. Nah, I did not like that one. Ah, smart. Yeah, getting ready early before something's always nice. I mean, you definitely don't want to have to be rushing at the end to just get some stuff done. That is just a one-way ticket to way too much stress when you're going to something that you actually enjoy. Okay. Alright. Make it go up a bit more. Okay, not bad, not bad. Definitely gonna wanna... Honestly, this would definitely look good with color. And I have to clean up a few things around here. And actually, in that case, let me just get rid of this. And delete. There we go. Okay. I wonder. Okay. Actually, wait. What if I... Huh. Probably don't want to mess with that. So... yeah, no, it just gets... Okay, that doesn't help me. Yeah, okay. Guess I'll just be... Yeah, first, get rid of that. I am on the right layer, right? Yeah, okay, I am. And I'll just clean this up. Oh. Alright, well, Red, honestly, the stream's... I'm pretty much just gonna end it after I clean this up. That's pretty much it for today's stream. Don't got much else I can really think of to draw, so this will be the end of it. And actually, I can clean this up off stream, so let's just find someone to raid. Okay, who is streaming right now? Okay, no, I haven't been her. Always hard to figure out who to raid into. Oh, actually, swap over here. I keep forgetting to do that. Alright, it's been a while since I've raided into Sakuna. Okay, we're going to raid into Sakuna Sushi. Right now she's playing through, I think it's Dragon Quest Builders 2. I think, yeah, it's Dragon Quest Builders 2. Okay. For everyone who tuned in, whether you lurked, whether you chatted, thank you. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. Alright, so next stream will be on Tuesday, and honestly it is looking like I'm going to be doing a bit of probably Super Mario 64. Unless I manage to like actually get through the rest of Tales of Vesperia before then, but probably not, so probably going to be Super Mario 64. Alright. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, afternoon, evening, day, night, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever time zone you're in, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you have a wonderful time of it, and I hope to see you again on the next stream. Let's raid. Alright, and for YouTube, I'll be ending the stream now. Hope to see you again hope to see you guys on Tuesday. Goodbye.